Girl, you better grab your coffee because Draya Michele just got exposed going full on unhinged on her 23-year-old NBA boo, Jalen Green, in the middle of a New York street. And, honey, the internet has the video, the receipts, and it is losing it. This ain't just a little lover's quarrel. This is a toxic meltdown with a paper trail a mile long. So here's the scene. It's 2 a.m. after a New York Fashion Week party, and Draya is seen charging at Jalen, a 6'5" professional athlete. Now, if you think this is shocking, you must be new here, because this isn't Draya's first time being accused of getting violent. Remember her ex-fiancé, Orlando Scandrick? He filed a whole restraining order against her, claiming she pepper sprayed him, threw candles at him, and even threatened to throw bleach in his eyes. The audacity. But hold up, it gets worse. As ugly as that sounds, it's nothing compared to what police says she did to her own 7-year-old son. Back in 2011, she was arrested for child endangerment after her son called 911 because he was home alone. The police report described the apartment as ransacked, with dog waste on the floor and her little boy having to climb on a counter to reach the microwave for a TV dinner. She got 2 years of probation for that. So when you see her going off on Jalen, you gotta remember this is her pattern. Now, with all that history, her getting with the 23-year-old Jalen Green starts to look strategic. He's literally only 10 months older than the son she was accused of abandoning. The math ain't mathing. Started giving agenda vibes when she did that interview with the Shade Room.
Do you want any more kids or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person you're
I don't
dating, you see like a future with them?
They asked if she wanted more kids, and she said yes. But when they asked if she saw a future with the man she was with, she dodged the question and said, and I quote, "I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship."
I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid.
Translation: I want a baby, not a husband. And when your baby daddy has a $33 million contract, that's a real convenient philosophy, ain't it? Listen, if Draya really has this baby, this messy street fight could turn into a full-blown custody war that makes the Orlando scandal look like a tea party. We're talking about a woman with a child endangerment charge on her record, trying to get custody from a multi-millionaire athlete. That's a legal disaster waiting to happen. But here's where it gets even bigger than just Draya. She's part of a whole pattern we're seeing in Hollywood. Look at Cher and A.E. Edwards, another huge age gap with public drama and cheating allegations. Look at Blac Chyna, who built a brand off securing the bag from younger, wealthy men. Question becomes, is this really about love, or is it a calculated power move? Are these women finding companionship, or are they finding their next come up? It makes you wonder if these young athletes are partners or just opportunities. Now, let's get back to that street fight. Because the internet has officially picked sides and it is a war zone. The majority of people are dragging Draya for filth. Tweets are flying. Like, what's a 23-year-old doing with a 40-year-old woman in the first place? And he's only in it to hit it and she's in it for the money. And spotlight, you get what you give. Act like that at 40 is crazy. That could be her whole son. And the shadiest one of all, I still wonder if he calls her babe, auntie, or mother. I am screaming. But hold on, sis, because not everyone is blaming Draya. Some fans are saying Jalen is the real villain here. Their argument is that because he's a younger man, he should respect his elders, and that he had no right to threaten her back, no matter how aggressive she was being. They're saying he knew who she was when he got with her, so he's just as messy for getting involved. Respect? Please. Respect is earned, and based on the receipts, the restraining order, the probation, the public fights, her track record is looking a little light in the respect department. So I gotta know what y'all think. Is Draya a predator who targets younger, wealthy men? Or is she just a woman in a toxic cycle who can't catch a break? And Is Jalen a victim in all this? Or did he know exactly what he was signing up for? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments, because this mess is just getting started.
Jalen Green and Draya Michele were spotted fighting in New York after a New York Fashion Week event, and it was absolutely insane. You saw Draya looking like she was trying to speed up to Jalen after he was walking ahead maybe like 10 feet, and when she almost catches up to him, you almost hear some exchange like, I'll punch the S out of you, this and that, almost as if Jalen has no patience for Draya right now. And it makes a lot of people think, right, that no matter how pretty Draya is, she's still 40. And, you know, no matter how much he might have liked Draya on Instagram when he was 0 years old and she was 17, right, you know, he still is a very popular NBA player with a limited amount of options. And when you add jealousy into the mix and this and that, he probably don't want to hear that. Right, we probably don't want to hear that. I'm pretty sure PJ Washington, Brittany Renner, all these age gap NBA older women relationships, I'm sure the guy likes the girl. They had a crush on them from early age. But even with all that extra liking, they still don't want to hear this crap being thrown in their face about them cheating, because they're still probably paying all the bills and they just don't want to deal with it. And as nasty as that looked, right, we don't know if that's the first time something nasty as that has happened. We don't know how toxic it is, but we know that it got toxic yesterday. And now that it's public, you know, it might not be in Jalen's best interest to continue this. They do have a kid together. Don't really know like the ins and outs. It did seem actually though like Draya, compared to the other girls with the age gap relationships like Nikki, Maduris, and Ball, like you know, Swerve on the corner, whoa, Jello, and all these people. It seemed like she was like the most well behaved. Like I seen Draya go to Diddy, but anybody who go to a Diddy party and then say nothing bad about them, you know, like there's like a little bit of an air of like, I could trust this person. They keep their mouth shut. Draya seemed like out of all of them, she was the one, even though the age gap was 40 to thing, seemed like she kept her mouth shut. So I don't know. Like now I've just lost all faith in these age gap relationships. But I want to know what you guys think about it. Let me know in the comment section and follow me for more content like this.